Hey guys, Ike Dargan here from Green Longboards, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about bushing setup and wheel setup for your Gullwing Sidewinder trucks. Great truck, awesome on the Sidewinder series from Sector 9, but you can put them on pretty much any board you like, but preferably get a Sidewinder for them because it reduces wheel bite amazingly. Otherwise you're going to risk that unless you're going to get some pretty hefty risers on your board. If it's drop through, usually it's okay, but anything else, you're going to need bad risers on your deck. So first off, I'm going to show you these the wheels. Sector 9 9 balls, 72mm 75A Duro. Makes them really squishy, very grippy, awesome ride with these. And to get them spinning nice and fast, put some Sector 9 Cosmic Series ABEX 7 bearings inside. They come with the bearing spacer, so when you're putting them on your deck, you can crank that bolt all the way down, and you don't have to worry about wobbles in your wheel or anything, which can lead to a choppy ride, and you'll end up eating shit on those hills. Which leads me to another thing about the Sidewinder truck here, is you don't really want to bomb hills with them, because you will just completely eat shit. I mean, I've heard people say they're good for downhill. They are not. Stick to carving and free riding with these trucks and you will enjoy them. Now this is my favorite type of truck. It is the Gullwing Sidewinders 2 Kingpins. Amazing for carving and for freestyle. Downhill not so much. You're going to eat shit because you're going to get mad speed wobbles, but if you're into downhill, I would recommend a different type of truck like Paris or any of the other Gullwings are okay for downhill. What I ride are multiple different types of bushings. I like to ride the Venom Super Carvers, and I also have one Shorty Dodo, which is actually really nice bushing for what it does. But right now I'm going to show you the setup. If you notice when you mount it on your deck, it's mounted like this, and you've got your first pivot right here. This is your board side pivot. And then down here, this is your roadside pivot. So when I'm riding, I like on my board side pivot, you put the green 93A Duro Venom Super Carver cone for your board side. And then on the road side of the bottom pivot, you want a Shorty Dodo 92A. And that's going to be your stability right there. That's going to keep you from getting speed wobbles, which can be very common when you use a lot of your carving bushings, and it's really going to throw you off because when you're carving you don't get much bounce back because you're using the cones, which are going to give you more of a deep and a carvy feel, while if you use a harder Duro, it's going to give you more of that bounce back and reflex you want, like you're a downhill board. So I recommend riding stronger and heavier Duros on your bottom pivot. And for the top pivot, I've got a purple 87A Venom Super Carver cone, and then for the top is actually a Venom 90A red, and the 98 Duro is so that you get the bounce back on the top, but the bottom one is nice and soft so you get the carve. So when you're carving nice and deep, you get the deep carve from the top pivot, and then once it engages the bottom pivot, you still got that stability because you have a stronger Duro on the bottom. So I would recommend that for anybody who is looking for a great carve board, to put these on with this set of bushings. Rides amazing, is beautiful compared to any other truck I've ever ridden. And if you combine it with the Sector 9, the 9 balls, best thing you will ever ride. And like I said, if you're gonna mount it on a top mount deck, you're gonna need some pretty crazy risers on there because you're gonna get wheel bite like crazy if you don't. So I'd recommend drop through with it, and that's about it. You guys just set it up the way you like to. I mean, it's all an experiment. I mean, this is the best I could come up with. If you have anything different, go ahead and post it for me. And I'll talk to you about it. And so you guys just get out there, have a good time, ride your asses off, and enjoy.